Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com. A few months ago, I was watching some homeschooling videos on YouTube, and as I was scrolling through the comments on one of the videos, I happened to see that someone said that parents are not qualified to teach their own children. And that really got me thinking about the irony in that statement. And that's not the only time that I've seen or heard someone say that. It comes up pretty often in the homeschooling community or out in public, where people are always making comments about how parents shouldn't be teaching their own kids because they're just not qualified to do it. And I'm going to talk about 3 things that really make that statement null and void today. I'm sure that there are plenty more, but these 3 are the ones that come directly to my mind. So the first one is that kids are with their parents from the minute that they're born. And in that time period, up till school age, these kids learn how to sit, crawl, walk, talk, dress themselves. They learn their colors. Most of them learn how to write their name, their letters. They learn how to say nursery rhymes. They learn the names of their family members. They learn the names of objects around the house. And this isn't something that happens in a vacuum. This is something that happens through the influence of parents. So to say that parents are not qualified to teach their children would really have to completely negate everything that a child learns from the age of birth to 5. And the second thing that came to mind was going back to the school age. When you sign kids up for kindergarten registration. Now, they did this in our school district. I don't know if they do it in every school district, but I'm pretty sure they do it quite often, that they will actually test your children when you sign your kids up for kindergarten registration to see if they are ready for kindergarten, because there are certain things that they do expect parents to teach their children before they head off to school each day. And some of those things I mentioned earlier, they want kids to know their shapes and how to write their name, if not their last name, at least their first name. They want them to know their colors. They want them to know their letters. I don't even remember everything that they did because it was so long ago, but I know they have the kids put puzzles together, and this is all in an effort to see if kids are ready for school. And again, this is something that parents are supposed to prepare their kids for. So if parents are not qualified to teach their own children, why are they expected to teach their children all of these things that they have to know before they start kindergarten? Think about that. And, you know, headed off in the same direction, we could say the same thing about homework. Parents are expected to help their kids with their homework. And, you know, I think that parents should be helping their kids with their homework. Oh, well, I don't think that homework should exist, but since it does, I definitely think that it's something that parents should be doing to at least bond with their kids or to at least know what their kids are learning. It's a great way to know what's going on. But anyway, so they expect parents to teach or to help their kids with their homework. And again, if parents aren't qualified to teach their children, why is that responsibility put on parents? Isn't, you know, education something that should only be done in a school setting by qualified teachers? Apparently not, if they're expecting that parents would help out with that. And again, that parents would teach their kids a whole slew of, oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of thought. A whole slew of skills before they start kindergarten. Now, the third thing that I'm going to talk about is really something that hits me the most. When people say that parents should not be teaching their own children because they aren't qualified to teach, that has the most irony out of all the statements to me, because where are most parents educated? They're educated in the traditional school system. So if that traditional school system did not prepare these parents to be able to teach and to know enough, or to at least know how to learn enough that they can educate their own children, why in the world would we send kids back there again? You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. So if a school system has so blatantly failed so many adults of today, why would we keep sending kids back into that same system? It doesn't make sense. Now, does that statement mean that I don't think that parents are qualified? Well, of course not. I homeschool my kids. I know that parents are qualified to teach their kids. And I know that as a parent, I myself have learned oodles more homeschooling my kids than I ever learned when I was in school. But this is the mentality that people have. They cannot separate school from learning. And what people need to realize is that school is not the only way to learn. It is not the only place that learning happens. Learning happens everywhere and in so many different ways. So if you ever have someone approach you and tell you that you are not qualified to teach your children, know this: you are qualified, and you cannot let anyone stop you from doing what's best for your children. If you like this video, I would love if you would give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave one down below. It may take me a few days to answer, but I promise I will get back to you. And I hope you have a great day.